You are approaching an intersection with a green light and you want to turn right, but first you must Good observation. Check if there is any sign that forbids it. This sign means that's correct. Don't turn left. What is the first thing that alcohol affects? Good answer. The judgment of a person? When the light indicates red, you may turn right after. Excellent. You stop firmly before the crosswalk and check that it is safe to turn. After passing a large vehicle, what should you do before returning to the large vehicle's lane? Nicely done. Make sure you can see the entire front of the vehicle before returning to your lane after passing it. This sign means that's right. Two-way traffic. Slowing down to see an accident on the road. Good thinking. It causes traffic congestion. A school bus is stopped ahead and its red lights are on. What should you do? That's correct. Stop while the red light is flashing. Which sign indicates that you must stop behind the pedestrian line? On which side of the road can you pass another vehicle going in the same direction? Good answer. Usually to the left. Any driver under the age of 18 who accumulates 6 or more point violations within a 12-month period is restricted for 1 year to... That's right. Driving for business purposes only. What is the meaning of this signal? Excellent. Yield. At an intersection with a crosswalk, but no stop lines, where should you stop for a red light at the intersection? Good observation. Before the crosswalk line. While driving on a highway, if one of your tires is punctured, after you regain control and slow down, you should Nicely done. Brake smoothly and leave the pavement completely. This sign means that's correct. You must turn left on a green light when it is safe. What is the best way to change lanes? Good answer. Gradually and carefully. What should you do if you are blinded by the headlights of an oncoming vehicle? That's right. Look to the right edge of your lane until they pass. You have been involved in a minor accident and your car is blocking traffic. You should. Good thinking. Try to move it off the road. Which of these signs indicates slow-moving vehicles? At an intersection with a traffic light and a yellow arrow on at the same time as a green light means excellent. Vehicles moving in the arrow's direction must stop if possible, as it will soon turn red. When you drive in rain, fog, or smoke during the day, you should. That's correct. Turn on the low beams. If there are no speed limit signs, what is the maximum speed you can legally drive in the city? Good answer. You can drive at a speed without accidents. A red arrow pointing right on a traffic light means that's right. You cannot turn in that direction until the light turns green. When you have properly adjusted your vehicle's interior rear view mirror and exterior mirrors, you must remember, good observation. You will still have blind spots along the sides and rear corners of your vehicle. Before crossing any railroad track, you should. That's correct. Make sure there is enough space for your vehicle on the other side. When parking your vehicle on a hill or incline on a two-way road with no curb or sidewalk, you must excellent. Turn the front wheels right, set the parking brake, shift to park, then turn off the vehicle. What should you do when another vehicle passes you on the left? Good thinking. Slow down slightly and stay in the center of your lane. You are driving on a slippery highway and your vehicle begins to skid to the right edge. You should That's right. Ease off the accelerator and steer into the skid, even if it means leaving the road. Any driver who's stopped by a police officer and found to have a BAC of 0.08 or higher at the time of arrest. That's correct. Your driving privilege is suspended. You are ready to drive your car. You must put on your seatbelt. Good answer. With the lap belt snug above the hip. This sign means excellent. School crossing ahead. If two drivers arrive at an intersection controlled by a four-way stop sign at the same time, that's right. The driver on the right has the right of way first. Any driver, bicyclist, or pedestrian approaching a highway or railroad crossing must stop within. Good observation. 50 feet, 15 meters. You are driving in the right lane of a multi-lane highway and in front of you is a car moving from side to side. What should you do? Good thinking. Slow down a bit so you don't have to pass that car. Which sign indicates give way to other traffic? Every time you prepare to drive before starting the engine of your parked vehicle, you must make sure that the car is in. That's correct. Park or neutral. Driving down a main avenue, you see a vehicle approaching from behind. When you check your mirror to change lanes, you no longer see the vehicle. You must Good answer. Look over your shoulder to make sure the vehicle is not in your blind spot. After passing another car, it is safe to return to your lane when That's right. You see the tires or headlights of the car you passed in the rearview mirror. If your car's turn signals fail, which lights should you use to show that you are going to turn? Excellent! Your emergency lights. Construction signs are colored. That's correct. Orange. When you drive with the window open. Good observation. You must not lean your elbow on the window. You are driving on a residential road and you are approaching an intersection controlled by a four-way stop. You should know. Good answer. Both of the above. You're driving on a highway. You must remember that the greatest dangers on highways are That's right. Rear-end car collisions from driving too closely. Which of these signs indicate a double curve? If two drivers arrive at an intersection controlled by a four-way stop sign at the same time. That's correct. The driver on the right has the right of way first. When you drive on a street with double continuous lines, the driver must know that. Good thinking. Passing is not permitted in that area. What should you do if you hear a siren nearby but can't see where the emergency vehicle is? Excellent. You must safely pull over to the right side of the road. Drivers sometimes adopt incorrect ways when driving. The correct way to drive is That's right, with both hands holding the steering wheel. A school bus has stopped up ahead on your side of the road and its red lights are on. What should you do? That's correct. Stop while the red light is flashing. How should you use the brake on a slippery road? Good answer. Depress the brake by pumping slowly and evenly. Driving slowly with traffic in the left lane on any highway. Good observation. You can frustrate other drivers and make them angry. You try to change lanes and see a vehicle approaching from the rear. When you check your mirror to change lanes, you no longer see the vehicle. You must. That's right. Look over your shoulder to make sure the vehicle is not in your blind spot. What is the maximum distance that can be parked with respect to the curb or sidewalk? That's correct. 12 inches. Which lane should you use when passing other vehicles, turning left, or driving faster? Excellent. Use the left lane. How should you avoid being involved in a road rage incident? Good thinking. All of the above. Identify the right shoulder drop-off warning sign. You are stopped on a railway line. The train finishes passing so you can proceed when? That's right. You are sure another train doesn't come. When driving behind a truck, you must. Good observation. Keep a distance where the truck driver can see you in their mirrors. 70 miles per hour is the maximum speed at. That's correct. Highway. You have just entered a freeway entrance ramp. You must. Excellent. Check for an empty space to enter traffic and flash your lights to indicate your turn. Thanks for watching. If you want more driving test videos like this, hit that subscribe button and turn on notification to stay up to date with the latest videos. Drop your thoughts about this video in the comments below. See you soon.